Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sense of Humor's podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. We're your host, Griffin Shock or Travis, and my buddy here, Multimite or Tyler.
What's up, everybody?
So we're gonna start
Excuse-
with what we usually do in the beginning is current events or things that we would like to talk about. So
Current events, small talk, whatever's on your mind. Do you want to go first, Mr. Host?
I'll let you go first.
Alrighty. Well, I got nothing new. I'm just really enjoying my new car, is all I'll say. I'll probably post pictures of it at some point because let's just say I'm customizing the crap out of it. So I'm really excited to show people when I actually finish customizing it. And it probably won't even be fully customized till much later, but I'm almost ready to show it to people. Like I'm excited for you to see it, and I'm excited for like all my friends on social media. And I've even, connected my Instagram to both Twitch and YouTube. So if any of you people are curious in the slightest, or if you guys like cars, I think you'll have fun with this one. But in terms of current events, we got to look at Chapter 6's Season 3. And let me tell you,
Wait, really?
I think, yep, and I think we've all known that it was going to be Star Wars themed, but I don't think we all knew what was actually going to come in the shop, and everything for that matter. Okay, so first things first, it looks like the first skin, or at least the skin they're using to promote the actual battle pass, is a female Jedi. She looks kind of casual, like she looks like she's a Fortnite skin turned into a Star Wars skin, basically. Like she's wearing pretty casual clothes, but then's wearing like the Rebel Alliance symbol on her chest. So it's a pretty cool looking one. Very simple. And then below that, it looks like we're getting a Mandalorian skin, which I'm excited
Oh,
for.
I've been wanting one for so long.
And there's rumors that this skin will be customizable. So
Ooh, that'd
we'll
be
be able to
cool.
choose what it looks like. And I am so down for that. I would love to make my own Mandalorian. And then, of course, the one that I've been wanting the most in terms of Jedi is Mace Windu. He's finally coming in.
That's
Looks
so
like we're gonna get
cool.
purple lightsabers finally.
Hopefully the
This one's a
pickaxe.
little, yeah. This one's a little unexpected, but we're getting Darth Jar Jar.
I am so excited. I just saw the picture for it in the trailer for it. I am so excited for Jar Jar. I love Jar Jar
Oh my
so much.
gosh.
I am a Jar Jar fanatic, I won't lie.
Oh man. So it looks like we're not only getting that, but we're also getting X-Wings. And then it looks like the fish stick skin in the picture is holding a DL-44. Now, for people who aren't familiar with the Star Wars weapons, that is Han Solo's weapon. Um, Looks like for all you sequel fans, because I'm not going to promote it happily, but for all you sequel fans, um, Poe Dameron's coming in, it looks like. So is Captain Phasma. And then, of course, last but not least, is Emperor Palpatine. So those are all the confirmed stuff. I'm hoping we get more. I really, really want a clone trooper skin. Like well, we already have clone trooper skins, but I really want Captain Rex specifically. Like Captain Rex is my favorite Star Wars character, not just favorite clone character, but like of all time, my favorite Star Wars character. So I hope they add Captain Rex at some point.
Dude, it would be so cool if they did.
Yeah. Or Commander Cody, or any of the officers. I don't really care which one is. Well, actually, I do care. Don't bring in Captain Fox. Screw you, Captain Fox.
Yeah, screw you. We don't like you.
Yeah, frick you, buddy. But anyway, any current events for you, Mr. Host?
Um, well, you and I talked about this before we started streaming. For anyone, but it's not like they're gonna notice. But My finger is technically it's in a little like finger sling right now.
Oh,
Because
really? I don't think you told me that. You did tell me what you did to it, but I don't think you told me it was like in an actual like
it's like
cast.
it's not like a cast. It's like a finger brace type thing.
Okay. Okay.
I put it in that mostly because I don't know the actual full condition of my finger. Um, but anyways, so at work, I was working. I'm a mechanic for those who are new. And I was working under the hood on a car with this other coworker. Not going to say his name for any reason. Um, and he decided we were both looking at the belt on a car, and my fingers. I was testing to see if it was like ripped or torn underneath of it, and it was right next to one of the pulleys on the belt, and it has a lot of tension, a very very much a lot of tension. And him and I were both looking at the car, checking it out, and he decides, hey, I'm gonna get in the car and turn it on without seeing if anyone is under the hood. And my finger was right there, and he turned it on, and I almost got my finger ripped off. So I basically ran to the bathroom, washed it off, bandaged it, and I grabbed like two pens for the time being and wrapped them around my finger,
Oh, that's
uh,
smart.
just to like hold it in place. And I was able to finish doing the rest of my job for the rest of the day. I wasn't like enabler or anything, but I did just I was a little weak in certain areas of the job, but my boss realized that and didn't give me any cars to do for the day. He had basically had me like assist other people. So that was good. Um, no, other than that, not much.
Well, that's good. At least, yeah, I was gonna say at least you walked away with your finger intact. But holy crap, yeah, no, that would scare me for sure. Like I even told you as well. Like I dread like losing an important finger or something on the job because like I don't know if a lot of people know, like I feel like I've kind of hinted at it, but I'm an artist and I like to draw and like that's kind of like my passion. So to possibly lose like something that allows me to do that, that terrifies me. Like I would dread like losing like an important finger or even my hand. Like if I lost my right hand, I wouldn't know what to do with life. Like I
Yeah,
genuinely wouldn't. But yeah, no, I'm just glad you're okay because I didn't tell you this before, but or maybe I've told you before in like a while ago before this happened to you, but it was at one of my older jobs, but I had a similar scenario happen to a coworker of mine. It happened before I worked there, but he basically cut his hand in half. Like he lost from his middle finger to the edge of his hand, and it was from a saw. And they had someone picked up his hand, put it in a like little cooler full of ice, and they took him to the hospital and they sewed it back on.
that's wild.
Yeah, no, like I don't know how you'd be able to sew that back on. Like
You,
that's
you
insane to me.
you would really have to pray and hope that your nerves will still reattach after so long.
Oh yeah, no, like the whole time I knew him, like he was always wearing like this like hand exercise tool thing, like for like what's it called? Like physical therapy basically. Um but yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, do we have any other news? I actually don't know. Oh, I guess should we tell him about the channel at all?
We can.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of not rebrand, but like fix the brand in a way, or improve the brand, I should say. It's not broken. We don't like dislike it or anything. We just, there's a lot that I think we can improve upon. Like we're gonna really try to kind of grasp not only current viewers' attentions, but like newer ones as well. Like, or did I say new twice?
You did, but it's okay.
Well, I meant we're trying to not only grasp the older audience, but also bring in new audience. So we are gonna kind of change things a little bit. Nothing too big, but you guys will probably notice. 'Cause, like, I don't even know if I'm gonna tell you like specifically, but basically, like, if the channel looks a little differently from this point forward, you'll know why. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's not, again, super, like, it's not like we're changing the brand or the logo necessarily. Like, we're just kind of,
We're vamping it up a little bit.
yeah, there you go. We're putting it on steroids. We're putting it in the gym, letting it grow big and strong, whatever have you, whatever terminology you want to use.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just looking forward to continuing this from this point forward. Like, I have no desire to ever stop, or, you know, like, ever stop talking about like new and upcoming things. Like, I'm just overall excited. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be rather cool.
yeah, I think the one thing I will say to help with, like, our chemistry and our I guess, like, flow of conversation is we'll stick to like kind of the gaming side. So that way you guys have something to watch and listen to. I won't have audio for the game itself unless it's like actually requested. Maybe I'll put it like really quiet for you guys. But, the main thing is this is a podcast at the end of the day, and it is about conversation. It's about getting to learn and grow. Well, not grow. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you guys won't learn anything. Maybe this, like, I wouldn't say this is an educational thing necessarily, but what I am trying to say is, like, hey, like, we want to grow and kind of build our own pop culture community, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, bring in people that like the same things, but also like different things, and maybe even bring in, new stuff for
new
us to
ideas.
enjoy. Like,
yeah.
So, nothing terrible, nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, we're not gonna just dip and leave. We love you guys too much.
Yep, and I love Travis too much. I love this channel too much. Like, it's all important to me. You guys are all important to me. Like, I couldn't, like, I mean, again, like, I proposed the idea to Travis, like, just one random day, and here we are, like, 33 episodes later, and we're still cooking, man. Like, I love doing this with him, and not just this, like, I love streaming on his channel. I love streaming on my channel. Like, I just love being, even if it's not a well-known one, I love being a content creator. Like, even if it's like the easiest thing to do, like, anyone can do it. It's so much fun to me. Like, because I get to do funny or stupid or whatever things that people enjoy, or hopefully enjoy, at least, because I enjoy it, and like, and I hope to continue to do it and hopefully grow it to the point where it is successful. So I don't know. Like, I mean, like, this isn't meant to be kind of a deep in thought kind of process, but that's just kind of how a podcast goes. Like,
yeah. We're just talking about updating our news stuff. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it's important for you guys to know, like, yeah, again, nothing major is going to change. Just hopefully how we grasp your guys' attention. But anyway, would you like to kick us off, Mr. Host Man?
Oh yeah. So, since tomorrow is Easter, we're gonna talk about Easter. Anyways,
yeah,
I wanted to talk about like our favorite traditions, or our favorite Easter baskets, or stuff that makes us happy or like excited for Easter. Just stuff like that. Um, Yeah. So just Easter happiness stuff, happy memories or whatnot.
I mean, honestly, like I will say, like I will say I am from a religious background to clarify. So like Easter does have a lot more significance than just like egg hunts, but to keep it political and religious and all that free, I will probably primarily stick to, the commercial-esque stuff of Easter. So, just like to make sure it's well, and I mean like not everyone celebrates the holidays we do, so I guess it's not completely inclusive either, but
Yeah.
just know like we're not trying to be exclusive in any way, but like that's just kind of like how we both like that's both of our upbringings is basically what I'm trying to say. Like we both grew up pretty similarly in terms of like, beliefs and as well as like holidays and celebrations and such. Like I'm sure we have different traditions, but in terms of like the basics, I'm pretty sure we both basically celebrate pretty similarly. Like one example, and I think is probably one of my favorite parts because it is somewhat artistic, is the painting or dyeing of eggs. Like that's one of my favorite activities to do during Easter. So
I do like decorating eggs. It's just I'm not an artiste by any means.
hey, I mean, you don't
So
really have to. Like honestly, like I think that's the best part is like sure artists might have like more of a fly with it, but like more inspiration with it or whatever. But at the end of the day, anyone can make a good looking egg. Like you don't have to be the next, Leonardo da Vinci to, have fun with egg painting or dyeing or whatever it is people do.
yeah,
So like growing up for me it was mostly dyeing the eggs, but over the years I've been painting them more so. I haven't painted eggs since like I haven't done it this year and I don't think I did it last year, but I did do it the past few years before that. Like um I was dealing with a lot before then though, so that's probably why I haven't really been, and I've been busy this year. Like there was nothing really going on before that. It was more so just like I was busy or um like it just wasn't on my plate or in my mind on in terms of like actually wanting to do it like right then and now. Um
yeah.
like maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I celebrate with my family. But yeah, like I think the last set of eggs that I remember doing though was like Harry Potter themed eggs. Like I did 4 eggs. One was red, one was green, one was yellow, and one was blue to kind of represent the 4 houses. And then I was kind of hoping we had like, lion, eagle, snake, and badger themed stickers are lying around to kind of add to it, but unfortunately, we did not. I guess if you think about it, Easter, like painting Easter eggs and stuff, it's almost like their version of the jack o' lantern. Because, yeah, I would say like carving pumpkins is kind of, again, like just the artists probably most looked forward to. Maybe I'm like over exaggerating or compensating as an artist for other artists. I don't speak for other artists. I speak myself as an artist.
Yeah.
So,
Like
um,
I did enjoy painting the eggs for the sheer fact of being able to do like the hidden messages or like I guess not hidden messages but like with like a wax crayon or whatever and you could like draw on it. You don't see it till
oh,
after you
yep.
dip your egg.
It's like the white crayon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. I know exactly what you're
Uh,
talking about.
Yeah, like I did that was my favorite part because that was my form of like drawing, I guess I should say. Is like I don't actually paint them. Like I mean, I'll dip them in like the vinegar and food coloring, but um, I do just like to. Cause it makes me feel like a detective, I guess I should say, because I've always liked the secret messages or invisible ink or lemon juice or whatever type stuff. So it kind of was just a cool thing I like to do.
Yeah, no, that's actually really cool, and that's actually a really good point too. So yeah, like let us know in the comments below. Like I don't think we've done this enough is just to kind of include the audience, but like yeah, let us know your guys' favorite like painting, I guess, of eggs and such. Like, it doesn't have to be again like super like mastercraft, but just like kind of a favorite moment of painting eggs, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, whether it's by yourself. Like it really to us it's more so exciting to interact with you guys. Like we probably won't do it like personally, or at least I won't, unless, you know, I'm able to. Like maybe like I was thinking of at one point if I got popular enough, I thought it'd be fun to go through like kind of an older trend, like going through like mean comments, but I was gonna do it on more of a positive scale. Like I'll give you guys a question to answer and then go back and see what you guys answered, basically. So
Okay, like a Q&A type thing. Okay.
yeah, kind of like that. Like I'll probably like I'm thinking about getting X or Twitter, as people probably more likely remember it, just to kind of post out updates or something, or maybe I'll do it on Instagram, maybe I'll do it on both, whatever have you, but um it'll be just so that I can kind of understand where our audiences are coming from in terms of, you know, like how like where did they come from in terms of our or in terms of their involvement with our channels and whatnot. Like what was the appeal of our channel for them? So
Like I this is gonna tie in with the whole like tradition Easter egg type thing, or not Easter egg, but like painting eggs, was the fact of like we would do a thing. I don't remember the name exactly. It was how do I say this? It is a certain game that my mom kind of invented with the family a while ago, and you paint your egg however you want, and the thing is you can't double dip them. You can't put a wax coat on them. You have to just dip it as many colors as you want, as long as they're not like overlayering each other. And then you take the pointy part of the egg, and well, here's the thing: you have to make like 12 or four or how many different eggs. You have to make at least one or two different types of eggs, and then in the morning, whatever egg is in your Easter basket, you grab because the Easter Bunny selected it out. So you grab that egg, and you have to like whatever basket is next to you, or if there's four or five, doesn't matter. It's a 1v1, and you have to tap your tip of your egg with the other eggs, and whatever egg wins is the winner for the day on Easter. It's the Easter winner.
yeah, that's cool. Like, and see, this is exactly what I was talking about in terms of different traditions. Like, I like that we get to learn like new ones from one another. So like maybe like, hey, Travis told me about this cool tradition that his family does. Maybe we should try that this year or something like that. You know, like to kind of learn from one another and kind of see how our upbringings made us different, but also how we can like, you know, maybe involve it in our newer upbringings. I don't know, our adulthood, I guess. But
Yeah, I get what you're
yeah,
saying. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Also, did you do like this is probably a lot more common than I think it is, or maybe I'm again underselling it, but the plastic eggs filled with candy or toys or whatever have you, like did you do that? Like did you do that with your hunt or was it only the ones you painted?
It was the ones in the plastic ones. Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what I thought. Like, I feel like that's a lot more common because, yeah, like, especially with painted eggs, I don't think I know a single person that used painted eggs except you when it came to seeking them out with your baskets and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
like I mean, occasionally, like we'll use like one or two.
mhm.
But like my parents, respectively so, did stop doing it one year because my brother couldn't find his real egg, and
Oh,
we're like, oh, where is it? So we deep cleaned the house like a week after, and we found the egg, but they decided, yeah, we're not doing those no more. We're only gonna do the plastic ones because if you lose it, oh well, you'll find it later and be more excited. So
okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense because, yeah, if you lose the actual egg, it's gonna stink up the house.
yeah. Now,
But
did you guys only do like in the house, or did you guys do like outside too?
oh yeah, no, actually, like the only time we've done it inside if it's bad weather, and we mostly do it at my grandparents. My grandparents always, or for the most part, have always hosted um, the uh, the Easter egg hunt, which is what we'll be doing tomorrow. Um, and that was actually another thing I was going to ask you was, did you guys um, like for finding the eggs, did you guys have specific eggs like that you were supposed to find that were yours? Like were they labeled or did they have like your names on it or was it just a free for all? Like whatever egg you found was yours.
Yeah, it was 100% free for all. We did a free for all, and you can't take your eggs from your siblings' basket, obviously, 'cause that's just mean.
Kind of
Um,
like as soon as they're in the basket, that's theirs basically.
yeah, like as soon as you find it and it's in your hand, that's your egg. And I mean, that's if you drop it. Yeah, if you drop it, then it's another free game. But there is always like one golden egg, and it's usually a lot bigger and harder to hide. But um, it usually has like a little bit of money in it, so therefore it's like that's like the big baller, I guess I would say, egg.
That's pretty cool. Honestly, I might have to pass that idea along to my grandparents because that would be a little fun idea. Because for us, instead of free for all, what it is for us is my grandparents, they get different colored eggs, and each kid gets a different color. So the past few years, I've always had blue, um, but recently my cousin, my younger cousin, um, his favorite color is blue. Mine's kind of changed over the years. Like I wouldn't even say I really have a favorite color. It's just like whatever color looks good. But
That's fair.
yeah, no, like so this year I determined so that way me and him wouldn't mix up eggs and he would get, enough eggs or I would get enough eggs and we wouldn't, like mix them all up. This year I'm getting red eggs, but what's cool is what my grandma does is she not only, makes sure of that, she like themes all her stuff after our colors and all that.
Oh, that's cool.
So she buys us all like t-shirts to go out hunting in. So like this year I'll be getting like a red t-shirt and so like I think it's fun that way. Like I really like it. Like obviously it's like okay, well it's not a free for all and all that, but at the same time it's kind of fun because it's like okay, you have this many amount of eggs and that's how many you need to find. So it's exclusive to you, but like there is a certain amount and until you find them all like there's one out there that's yours, but you're missing it or whatever. And then as we've gotten older, we also have like a little gift basket, I guess. Like my grandma likes to pack little gift baskets for me and my siblings. Also themed after our colors and all that. Um, but anyway, so over time it's went from candy as young kids. For
Yeah.
us adult kids, it's now like, probably like, money and deodorant and body wash, like all the essentials. And honestly, I kind of like that because, as an adult, and you probably get this as well, but like once you have money, you want to spend it on the stuff not necessarily that you need all the time. You kind of just want to treat yourself, like you got money now.
Yeah.
You want to use that paycheck on stuff you actually want, whether it's a game, whether it's like clothes, whatever it is. Sometimes you don't want to go out grocery shopping, or you don't want to go out and, do all these things. So it's good to treat yourself every once in a while. So to be treated with, essentials
Like
or
essentials,
money
yeah.
or, yeah, like whatever it is, like you get to enjoy it for what it is, and, But like,
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I don't mind getting candy either. Like, I'm trying to eat better and all, but I don't mind if it's, Easter or Christmas or any of those fun holidays. So.
like for for last year, um normally like my Easter baskets are full of like chocolates, candies, toys, airplanes or whatever. Um, but now that I moved out on, I live on my own and stuff, my parents are realizing, oh, he's not into the little styrofoam airplanes anymore or whatever. So last year, my mother bought me a Easter basket full of like trash bags, cleaner, detergent, dishwasher and stuff, oven mitts, blankets and stuff like that. So more of like adult necessity type things. But she did buy me a Lego set, so
Oh, that's
that was
pretty
cool.
cool.
It
Yeah, no,
wasn't like
that's.
something big though. It was just like like one of those 3-in-1 Lego sets, but it was pretty cool.
I
So
was gonna say, but big presents and stuff. That's for Christmas and your birthday, right? Like
yeah.
that's kind of the same thing. Like if they do gifts at all, like actual like toys or something, it was always much smaller, and that was to be expected because like growing up for us kids, it was always like Christmas and
Your
your
birthday.
birthday, that's the stuff where you ask for like, oh yeah, give me that Lego set, or oh yeah, give me that game, or give me that controller or headset or whatever it was. Like that was, the holidays for that. But then yeah, Easter is more so like, oh, candy and again, if you're religious or whatever your beliefs are, or if it's just for the sake of like following in fun traditions and
Just like
marketing
spending
and
time with
such.
family and stuff, yeah.
I was gonna say, at the end of the day, it's another holiday to spend with family, and whether that's just extended family or, whoa, wait, what is going on? Okay, I usually ignore the gameplay, but what the heck is actually going on?
That's the that portal to in the very beginning of this season, they like they showed like that portal for like the hunters, demon hunter or whatever it's called.
Oh,
It's for that guy. You just go there and you fight that boss and you get a medallion.
okay, what the heck? Okay, well, to be honest, I've been out of the loop in terms of Fortnite for a while. I mean, for those of you who follow my channel specifically for gaming, um, you guys know why, obviously. Like, I've been streaming mostly Call of Duty as of late. And I plan to do more because I'm actually enjoying grinding for camos, which I haven't enjoyed since like Modern Warfare 2019. So, um, but anyway, to get away from distraction and back to the topic, um, did you believe in the Easter Bunny like you did like Santa Claus or something?
I did, but not as long as I did with Santa, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I honestly same.
Like
That
the fact that some giant inhumane bunny is giving me money and hiding eggs. I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. But
yeah.
like at first I was like, yeah, I mean, if there's kids watching, yeah, the Easter Bunny's real. But
He's real,
I
guys. I promise.
he's real. It's just he hasn't shown himself to me in a long while. That's all.
All you
Um,
adults and teenagers that like know what we're talking about, don't let your little siblings, don't ruin the illusion for them yet. Wait till
yeah.
they've grown up a little. But for those of you bad parents that watch this or listen to this show for whatever reason, shame on you. But anyway, yeah, no, I get what you're saying though. Like it lasted longer for Santa for me for sure. Um like you said, like a humanoid, like I don't know. I always pictured Judy Hopps but a lot taller, and like obviously that was before Judy Hopps and everything, like before I stopped believing, but yeah, no, the whole Easter Bunny thing really died down a lot quicker than Santa Claus did. Because my parents put in a lot of effort for me to believe into Santa Claus, which I do
Oh
appreciate a
yeah.
lot. Like, they even, like, the year that I first started doubting, that year my parents went all out and was like, okay, we're going to, write down this note with, like, really nice handwriting, and we're gonna make him believe that Santa's real and all that. And I appreciated that like a lot. Like I appreciated the fact that they went through the effort more so than they tricked me. Like I appreciate that they wanted to keep the magic of Santa alive for me more than anything. Because I think at the end of the day, as an artist and even a storyteller, or wannabe storyteller at least, like I don't know, I just there's something good about the unexplained, Like it's almost a comforting feeling to think that there's that supernatural being or whatever out there that's, helping or serving people or treating people or whatever, like, Santa Claus going around and in a sleigh with reindeer that can fly, like it's stuff like that it gives people hope in a sense, I guess. But
Yeah,
you know
like it. I'm not trying to interrupt, but
no, go ahead.
it's related with what you're saying. Like remember the movie Guardians?
Yes, dude, I freaking love that
Yeah,
movie.
that's how I interpret or envisioned like the Easter Bunny. It's like how he was, and like the whole like movie Guardian when it came out, I was like, wow, they like read my mind. Like that's how I see I guess like Guardians, or AKA the people for holidays like Santa, the bunny, them. But
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, if I were to picture the Easter Bunny, I'd want him voiced by Hugh Jackman as well. So, um, but yeah, no, so before that movie came out, that's when I stopped, or it was before the movie came out that I stopped believing, though. Like, I think I still believed in Santa at that point. I can't remember how old I was. I think I was 13. Like, I was just going into high school, and that's kind of when I started, like, stopping and everything. But, like, I don't encourage people to discourage, like, little kids from believing. Like, if you're our age or just a little bit younger, like obviously keep the magic alive for them. Like I have a little brother that probably still believes in the Easter Bunny and Santa and all that. Like I'm sure he's skeptical because we probably play along with it too hard sometimes. Like when we're like, "Oh yeah, Santa's real," like yeah, he goes down the chimney at night, or oh yeah, the big bunny, the big Easter bunny, he was here just seconds ago. He was hiding all the eggs, like
yeah,
it, so, you got to keep that magic for them as long as possible because, at some point they're going to just lose that wonder and realize, hey, real life sucks. And, the best thing about real life, though, and I saw a quote on it the other day, was how'd it go? Like, it was a skeleton talking to a crow. The skeleton went, why is life so hard? And the crow was like, enjoy life and it won't be as hard. And I thought that was a really good quote because, you know, it it's true. Like if you enjoy life, it's not as hard to get through like bad days or, you know, and
Tough times and stuff, yeah.
exactly. Like admittedly, I've seen a lot of things that have, dipped my faith in humanity. Like there have been times where I'm like, man, how could, a person or people like just be a part of something so stupid or so evil or so dumb, like it dips my faith in humanity sometimes, but at the same time it's just like, like at the end of the day we're all human beings, you know, we're all flesh and blood, we all share the same organs and whatever have you. Like I don't really need to put it in too specifically, but just know like everyone around you is the exact same way. Like different personality, absolutely, but different like soul or physical appearance. Like physical appearance is probably the least thing, like the least important thing.
Oh, definitely.
It's
It's
it
not. It's not like everyone looks different, but we all want to be treated the same on the inside.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the heart, mind, and soul that's just like what makes a human, like it's and like a lot of people like with AI art or even, you know, like AI in general, like people say like AI is going to be the next thing. I think the best thing about AI and human art, like to decipher both of them, is there's just like there's life in human art where there isn't in, like AI art. Like you can just tell the difference between the two. Like obviously AI art is at a point where it will still get things wrong and I'm sure it will be perfected at some point, but I feel like at a certain point as well, like people will just be able to still tell, like, hey, this was AI generated versus this was drawn by an amazing artist or person that just has a soul that, lives and everything, lives and breathes.
Yeah. 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 I get that. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a whole different. Like I don't really care for the whole AI thing. Like I kind of just veer away from it.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know. I just don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, see, I avoid politics and stuff. Like I follow laws obviously. Like I'm not against the government or anything. I just don't pay attention to it, Like I don't follow a side. I don't choose to fight my fellow man because I have a different opinion than them. I live life because that is the most important thing to do is live life and enjoy it while you can because it's not always going to be perfect, unfortunately, like I understand there are people that are dealing with it much more difficult than others, but just kind of got to get past that with the people around you that love and care about you, but also like just ignore the bad more than anything because if you let the bad in, you'll be part of it in a sense, because misery loves company, and and
Yeah.
I know this is like far from Easter discussion and all, but I feel like these messages are important at the end of the day. Like it really is. Like I think it's important to, note that everyone here is just, alive and breathing and we all share the same air, we all share the same planet for crying out loud. So let's
Yeah.
all live in it in harmony as best we can. Like even if you have some disagreement, just know like, hey, they're me, but just a little different. Like we're all the same. We're not a hive mind, but
We're all just human. Yeah.
yeah, like we're all individuals, but we all also just share like enough similar traits to where we can communicate with one another and get things by one another. Like it's crazy to think that, we were much more simplified back then, but how far socializing and just how far excuse me, the human race has come, it's just important to remember and like look back and realize you know, how graced we are by things in life. So never take advantage of it. Enjoy life. That's all I can say. Like, you can believe what you want to believe. You can fight for what you want to fight for, but just make sure you don't harm others in the process that don't deserve it. Like, just keep the innocent out of it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to put it any differently, really. I mean, obviously, I'm just kind of spouting nonsense at this point, but I do hope
That's fine.
yeah, I do hope at least, I don't know, one person kind of gathered what I was trying to say at least. Um, it was all out of good. Hopefully, people also know that.
Yeah, like I think it's rather important to remember that, especially like since tomorrow's going to be based around like spending time with your family and your loved ones and just embrace the moment you got.
Yeah, make
Like I'm not
memories.
saying this to be like to seek pity or anything, but my parents are my grandparents. My mom's in her 80s. My dad's getting close to his 80s as well. But my mom keeps throwing out there like, oh, you don't know if this will be my last year, or you don't know if this will be my last, I only have 10 more years left, or whatever. I mean, I guess she's probably saying that because I'm her baby, I guess, like her last baby boy, and I moved out, and she's probably like missing me or something. But at the same time, like, it did sink in, like, like by my age with like not saying normal parents, but with someone like my age would have parents in like their 40s or 50s and they would still have a decent amount of time. I don't have a whole lot of time left with them, so that's why I like to spend these holidays with them, even if I have to like take off of work or whatever to do so. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
just
other
saying to like
thing.
enjoy time with your family. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and like I feel like I've touched upon the whole like family isn't just flesh and blood too. Like, you know, if you consider people outside of your birth like family, that includes them too. Like we're not, because like I know some people probably have crappy, parents or families or whatever, but for those your guardians or your teachers or whatever, whoever's your role model, whoever takes care of you and actually cares and loves about you, like, that's what we're meaning, again, inclusivity, but
Yeah,
also like we're not excluding anyone either. Like we're just saying like, cuz again, I think it's majority over minority in terms of like how a family is maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a lot less mom and dad families than I think, but I'm pretty sure they're the ruling factor of the two, but that's not a bad thing either. Like even adopted parents, like that those count. So,
yeah, like I don't know. It's just like spend time with your friends, your family. Like you don't, even if like you're saying, like you don't have to spend time with your family in order to be like like family doesn't like you said it doesn't start in blood and it doesn't obviously end there either. Um, but it is important to spend time with them.
yeah.
So just another day of just being happy, I guess. Like just I don't know. Like there's so much negativity in the world already. You shouldn't let more negativity in. Like like people. I think that's why the world's like I don't want to say as bad as it is, but like as scarier as like sad as it may seem is because a lot of people forget the golden rule and they forget to just be happy. You know?
Yeah, and I mean admittedly kind of like what you said, it's kind of scary sometimes like to see how different the world was than it was like 10 years ago. Like, and maybe it's not as different as we think. It was just the bad things were more hidden. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I've thought about it many times, and like, I don't mean to put it into kind of like a dark perspective or a sad perspective, but I'd be kind of terrified of like raising a kid in this kind of, world. Like, I don't know if it would be worth it to, worry about them all the time or whatnot. But I guess that's one of the challenges as a parent is to worry about your children and make sure they're all right and let them know that they're loved and protected as much as possible that you can provide for them. So, yeah, and we don't mean to take a dark turn. I'm just like,
Yeah,
it's just out
we're
there,
just
like kind of going off what's on our minds. Like, it went from Easter to this, and we're not trying to make that out as a bad thing. In fact, we're trying to encourage it as a good thing. Is like, Easter's just one of those holidays, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's just not random, but like it's so overlooked compared to like Halloween or Christmas or your birthday or whatever, Like, it's
it is an
more over.
underrated one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's more overlooked. I would say maybe besides like Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day, it's probably the least actually celebrated holiday. Like, I would even say like it's below
I would say it'd
Valentine's
be
Day,
like
but like above St. Patrick's Day, and then yeah, I would say St. Patrick's Day is probably the lowest. I mean, well, actually, I don't know
well,
because
it
Fourth of
it
July is
depends
only
on
in
where you're
November.
at.
Yeah, that
Cause
too.
like, cause like, Irish. This is like Irish culture. I'm starting to learn a little bit, but like it's like a well-known Irish thing to like go out and drink or party on St. Patrick's Day. So like I know a lot of like places or a lot of cities, certain cities like New York, they're really big with that. Um,
I guess that
certain
makes sense.
certain like California can be that way. Like a lot of people like to celebrate that day, I guess, of like a day to like relax or drink or whatever. Um, I can't really think of any other holidays that. I mean, like Valentine's Day, yes, isn't like it's Valentine's Day is like one of those 50-50 holidays where it gets shared by or celebrated by a lot of people or it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a 50-50. So I think Valentine's Day would be like the day to be least celebrated.
So I'm not a statistic wizard or anything, but I'm gonna say from 18 and older, like legal adult and older, I would say there's probably more couples than singles, at least in what I'm guessing. Like, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like there's probably more couples than singles when it comes to those things.
100%.
Yeah. So maybe again, like maybe Valentine's Day is celebrated a lot more than I think it is. But anyway, it's not to compare sizes with the holidays or anything, but like what we're saying is, like don't overlook a holiday if you know, it, if it's an opportunity to spend time with family, I guess is what we're saying more than anything.
Like, so, what is like your favorite, or it doesn't have to be favorite, but like your most liked, like Easter baskets from like the past or like your parents or your grandparents or whatever,
That is
if
actually a
you have
good
one.
question. I would probably say, oof, that is a tough one.
It's a very tough one. I personally don't really necessarily have one. I mean, there is kind of one, but
Yeah, I was gonna say I would probably say the same thing because I don't know if I would necessarily say that I do have a favorite, to be honest. Because, like, I mean, I've enjoyed all of them for what they are, but nothing nothing really stands out. Not like Christmas, and again, like that's not throwing shade at Um, you know, it's not throwing shade at Easter as a holiday, but it's to, kind of show how less focused on it is, I guess. Even by myself, like I still enjoy Easter and I know it's an important holiday to a lot of people, but comparatively, I would say not as much.
Yeah, like I don't know, like my favorite Easter gift it was a Lego set. Like I'm not okay, like I love Legos, I really do. They're really
You know
pricey.
what?
That's the issue. But I also just don't have anywhere to store my Legos. Like I build my Lego sets and then I'm like, where am I gonna put these? Because right now I have like those car Lego sets that you build, like the Skyline or just like F1 race cars type stuff. Like I have those type of like Lego sets, but I have nowhere to put them, so they're on my TV stand. But they're kind of getting pushed around by my cats a lot, so I have to constantly keep rebuilding them. But I just stopped buying because I don't have anywhere to put them. But anyways, I just my mom gave me a Lego set. It was just like some kind of like I don't know, it was like a Ninjago or something, like a dragon or something, and I still have it. Um, but it's just that's probably my favorite like gift. I would say was my Lego set.
That's cool. I would probably say I had a I had at one point like a huge Pokemon craze, and that was probably my most memorable uh present for Easter. Was I got like one of those metal boxes of
Oh, the
what
ones
are
that
those
come in
Pokemon?
little tins.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
metal containers or whatever. So, yeah, no, I would definitely say that.
like I didn't really okay. I would say I didn't grow up with Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon. I just didn't grow up with like receiving Pokemon stuff. I grew up with more Magic, so I did receive some Magic cards here and there. But
I'll be honest, I'm thinking about getting into Magic, but only because of their recent collab.
who's their collab?
They
'Cause I haven't
collabed
played
with
with them in a while.
Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Garion actually sent me that, and I was like, well, guess I'm getting addicted to Magic at some point. But, no, I thought that was funny. Yeah, I wasn't a huge card collector until probably like 5th or 6th grade. Like, because I think around that point, like, Pokemon was getting banned at schools for some dumb reason. Like, I think it was just because,
Oh,
like, kids were getting into fights over stupid trades or like they'd have very knowledgeable older siblings that are like, "Oh, that was a shit trade. You should go back and get it back," or and then like they refuse to give it back or something. Like it's just one of those things.
yeah, or like kids would just play the game in class.
Yeah, that too. Like it was a very big distraction from like learning and stuff. So, yeah, no, that definitely makes sense too. We're about at the mark though. So, I have a couple of questions myself before we end here, but one of them being, what is your opinion on Peeps? Because that is a very
My opinion on what?
on Peeps, the candy. Because I feel like that's a big.
Oh, Peeps. Oh, good Lord. Um, gosh. Okay, so
Well,
okay,
let
I
me
have
just ask it in simple terms, and then you can explain it. But
okay.
positive or negative?
It's like 50-50. I got
Okay.
it's yeah, it's a bit of mix. So I don't really care for Peeps. Like if I get one in my basket, I'll eat one, But if it's like a whole package, I'm not gonna eat it. If it's just one, sure, whatever. Um, but I did like the pet. This, every time I say it, everyone's like, "Ew, really?" Um, I liked their Pepsi's Peeps drink that they had. Because Pepsi collabed with Peeps and they had like a limited like edition, I guess, like Peep drink or whatever. Didn't go very well for them, but I liked it. Um,
S-
and I also this is gonna make me sound like a kid. Uh, when I go to Walmart, they'll have like Peep plushies or whatever. I have a couple of
Okay.
those. I have like a Jumbo Peach. It's a giant yellow one. Um, and then after that, I got like a little Peeps. He's a green one, but he's like a ninja. So I bought that one.
That's cool. I mean, so I'm gonna clarify this. Yeah, I don't think plushies are as childish as they should be thought out to be, in my opinion. I feel like it's just a softer version of a toy, and I think that's the only reason why it's kind of declared as kind of a kiddie thing is because it's a softer material, and I'm like, that's like, saying like action figures are, more adult because they're plastic, which my opinion doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but like I get the logic, but at the same time I don't. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Like what I'll do with them is I'll use them for like couch pillows or like if like this is gonna sound so weird. I don't know. It's just the way I am. Like if my pillow at night's like too big or like too uncomfortable or not enough cushion or whatever, I'll grab like a Peep like my Peep one, or I'll grab like this giant Charizard or not Charizard, Charmander one that I have, and I'll replace it for a pillow, just because it's like softer. But
Yeah.
it's either like a couch decoration pillow, or like I just want to like use it as an actual pillow. So
Yeah, and I mean that's the other thing too is like they're comfortable. Like if like I'm not gonna sleep with an action figure, I'm gonna sleep with a plush if anything.
yeah,
So, and I
but
mean,
it's,
again, like I have nothing against people with plushes. Like I don't know, I think some of them are cool. Like what were the Disney ones called? They were like the bean looking ones.
mm,
I can't
bean
remember.
looking ones.
Were they Tsum Tsums? What were they?
I know there's the Squishmallows, and then it's kind of all I can remember.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I have two Spider-Man ones. I have like a really small one and then a really big one, and I just have the small one on top of the big one. So, yeah, no, I like those. Like I think it's fun to collect. Like I mean, I only really have the Spider-Man ones, but and I don't know if I would really buy any of the other ones, but that's just because, I'm a Spider-Man fan and always will be. Um
So do you not like Peeps? Like, what's your
I
take on
would
the whole
say
Peeps?
mostly negative. I hate the taste. I don't like how it feels when I eat them. Like I don't like the texture. To be fair, I don't like plain marshmallows. Like maybe if I can turn a
Yeah.
peep into a s'more, maybe. But I don't know. If that's a thing, someone let me know. If a sugar-coated marshmallow can be turned into a s'more, which it probably can, let me know. I don't know how good that actually would taste. Um, but I will say the only positive from what I've heard from most people is apparently you can microwave them and they expand like crazy big and then blow up, basically. That's what I've been told. I don't know how true that is.
I mean, I mean, basically, so if you put a normal marshmallow in the microwave, it will expand. It won't like explode. I mean, it probably would if you left it in there long enough. But like, if like I have done it before because I've seen people do it on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I wonder if it's real. And it is. I mean, the marshmallow expanded, and it once you open the door, it still stays decently big, but it's like it shrinks back down a little bit. So I would imagine doing it with a pea would be the same exact concept because it's just a very, very overly sugar coated marshmallow.
Yeah. So,
So
probably possible, delicious, I don't know. That's up for debates. Maybe I'll try it this summer. Maybe I'll buy a bag of Peeps and try and
I
turn them
mean,
into a s'more. And if they taste good, I'll change my opinion about Peeps, but probably not heavily.
like
um
you also gotta think like Peeps are like Easter's version of candy corn on Halloween. So
yeah, I hate candy corn. I can't do candy corn. Like I mean, I get why, because again, like I feel like a lot of things are just subjective. Like I know like people say like, "Oh, humor's subjective." Well, so is music, so is candy and taste buds and everything. Like that's all subjective. In I don't know. Like I think a lot of people, say subjective just to say like, "Oh, everyone has their own opinion." And it could simply just be put like that. Like everyone has their own opinion. Like because everyone thinks differently. Like no one's gonna think the exact same on everything, or at least I don't think. But I don't know. Alrighty, well we are at time, so yeah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Well, why am I doing the outro? Hang on.
no, you're already doing it. You go
Nope,
for it.
nope, back up,
No, it's
back
too
up, do it.
late. No,
Nope,
there's no
nope,
rewind,
nope.
man.
It's a
There's no
rewind.
restart in real life,
This
man.
is the first rewind in Sense of Humor podcast history.
No, it's not.
Rewind it.
You've
You
done it
go do it. Go
before.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody who joined, and I am glad that you did. I hope you did enjoy as much as we did. If you guys want to enjoy more awesome content, you guys should go check out my buddy here's YouTube channel, Multi-Might. I always say this every time. We will do. Don't forget the hyphen. It's very important.
The most
Um,
important in the name, boy.
is the hyphen.
If I could go
Uh,
back and do it, I would change my name to Hyphen Man, but I declared to never change my name again.
yeah, I would prefer not. That'd just be weird calling you hyphen man.
You just call me Hyphen, and then
I, I
what I
could.
would do is I'd go back and do Hyphen and then Hyphen Man.
True.
So,
Yeah.
you know what? I might have to make that a I might have to make that an account, like an alt account now. So if anyone tries to take that from me, no.
He claimed it first.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah.
Dibs. But yeah. Make sure to go check out his account or his content too. He's underselling himself. He's a good content creator. In fact, I find him probably one of the funniest, if not the funniest of our group. Maybe Alex, but we haven't seen him in a while, so.
Yeah, Alex has been MIA for a little bit. He's got his own business that he's starting,
Yeah,
so
no, which
that's
is
okay.
really cool, so. But, yeah, not only go check him out, go check out our other friends like the
The Red
Noirag
Ronin.
and Red Ronin, of course. Both of them have Twitch channels. Noirag and Griffin Shock have YouTube channels as well. Make sure to go check them out. But yeah, we're all content creators. We're not, the most coordinated nor the most, popular or anything, but maybe someday. Like, I'm not gonna assume anything, but like ultimately my goal or my desire is to be like one of the bigger crew YouTubers, like I'd like to be something like the Vanos crew or something, but you know, maybe someday, maybe someday.
Yeah.
But
I
other
mean,
than that, guys, oh, sorry, you got something?
oh no, I just gonna say anything's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, sign us out, Travis.
Sign us out, sign us out. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.